Hello students, welcome back to a new video of Sunanda's tutorial. So in this video we will discuss about the life cycle of Nostoc. So at first, systematic position, class Cyanophyceae, order Nostocales, family Nostocaceae. Under the family Nostocaceae, Nostoc is present. At first occurrence, different species of Nostoc occur in freshwater as well as terrestrial habitat. Freshwater species form macroscopic colony. Macroscopic means it can be visible, not microscopic. It is macroscopic colony. It forms macroscopic colonies on the surface of water, which vary from few millimeter to 8 centimeter or more in diameter. Each colony is bounded externally by a pellicle-like membrane. So, many nostoc form colony and each colony is surrounded by a pellicle-like membrane. Nostoc communi, one species, is a terrestrial species of alpine region, forms leathery or rubbery sheet on the damp soil, on the moist soil. Some species of nostoc are endophytic, that means live inside the body of the host, derive nutrition from them, and they occur in symbiotic association within other plants. For example, Nostoc punctiform is found in coralloid root of cycas. Nostoc punctiform is found in the coralloid root of cycas and Anthoceros thallus. And Nostoc sphericum and Nostoc collema are components of lichen, because in lichen both algae as well as fungi is present, forming symbiotic association and occur in symbiotic association with fungi. Some species of Nostoc are grown in rice field. Okay, they have compatibility to fix atmospheric nitrogen, thus helping in increasing fertility of the soil. And in India, Nostoc is represented by about 26 species. For example, Nostoc calcicola, Nostoc endophyllum, like this. Okay. Next, the thallus structure, the trichome. One fragment of Nostoc is called trichome. The trichomes of Nostoc are uniseriate. Uniseriate means it is single layered, like this, single layered. Okay. Usually contorted or twisted in various ways. Okay. An important feature is presence of prominent constrictions between adjacent cell to give a characteristic moniliform appearance to the trichome. That means beaded appearance. It looks like beads, many beads. Each trichome is enveloped in a gelatinous sheath which is transparent, hyaline or colored. So each trichome is enveloped by a jelly-like sheath which is transparent. Usually many trichomes aggregate and gelatinous envelopes dissolve to form colonies of various shape and size. Then trichomes of Nostoc are characterized by presence of heterocyst, which can be intercalary, occasionally, very occasionally terminal, usually solitary and much the same size and shape as normal vegetative cell. The intercalary heterocyst. Intercalary means present in between the other vegetative cells. The intercalary heterocyst have two polar nodule. So if we magnify the cell, heterocyst cell, it have two polar nuclei. Okay. Then cell structure of Nostoc. Normal vegetative cell are spherical to rounded, exhibit typical cyanophycean cell structure. The cell wall is mucopolymeric and the protoplasm is differentiated into chromoplasm and central centroplasm. The cell is divided into peripheral chromoplasm and central nucleoplasm or centroplasm. The chromoplasm has pigments, cyanophycean protein granules, and cyanophycean starch as reserve food material. The central colorless centroplasm is the nuclear region of the cell. Unlike eukaryotic cell, it lacks nuclear membrane. So it is placed under the prokaryotes. This type of nucleus is called as incipient nucleus. Then fragmentation, Nostoc reproduce vegetatively. Sexual reproduction is completely absent. So it reproduces vegetatively by fragmentation, where their colony break into smaller fragment and each fragment develop as a new individual. Then by hormogonia, the trichome break into smaller segments due to degeneration of intercalary vegetative cell. Or because of presence of intercalary heterocyst. Multicellular fragments formed are called as hormogonia. They came out of the gelatinous sheath of the colony, grow rapidly and form a new colony. Okay. Next, by akinets. So during unfavorable period, some cells of trichomes transformed into resting spore or akinets. They have an additional 3-layer coat outside the normal cell wall. So these akinets are formed in unfavorable period. Okay, so during favorable condition, the protoplasm of these akinets again become active, break the outer thick wall and form a new trichome. Then sometimes they reproduce by heterocyst. Heterocyst act as resting spore. The protoplasm of heterocyst of such species becomes functional and germinate to form new trichome. Then by endospore formation, in some species of Nostoc, the protoplasm of heterocyst divides successively to form endospore. Unlike akinets, the endospore are thin-walled, but akinets are thick-walled. So unlike akinets, the endospores are thin-walled, hence cannot be regarded as resting spore. Disintegration of wall results in the liberation and the rounded spore and later germinate into new trichome. Okay. So these are the stages of reproduction by heterocyst. Okay. Next, fusion of filament. Although true sexual reproduction and sex organ are absent in Nostoc, as in other blue-green algae, yet fusion or anastomosis of trichomes have been observed in Nostoc muscorum. This phenomenon can be compared with somatogamy. Somatogamy is observed in case of fungi. Okay, so in some Nostoc species, this somatogamy occur. Okay, for example, in Nostoc muscorum. Okay, so it is the overall life cycle of Nostoc.